Genesis chapter 26. Genesis chapter 26 recounts the story of Isaac, the son of Abraham, and his experiences in the land of Gerar. This chapter is filled with significant events and lessons for us to glean from. Let's dive into the details of each verse. The chapter begins by mentioning a famine in the land, prompting Isaac to go to Gerar. This sets the stage for the challenges Isaac will face. In Gerar, Isaac is tempted to go down to Egypt for relief from the famine. However, God appears to him and instructs him to stay in the land and promises to bless him. God also reaffirms the covenant he made with Abraham, assuring Isaac that through his offspring, God will bless all nations. Isaac, fearing for his life, tells the people of Gerar that his wife, Rebekah, is actually his sister. However, Abimelech, the king of Gerar, later discovers the truth and rebukes Isaac for misleading his people. Abimelech warns the people not to harm Isaac or Rebekah. Despite the famine and challenges, God blesses Isaac abundantly, causing him to prosper greatly. He becomes a wealthy man and gains a large household, including flocks and herds. However, the Philistines become envious of Isaac's prosperity and start to fill his wells with dirt. Isaac patiently endures these attacks and continues to dig new wells, seeking water sources. Verses 19-22. Isaac's servants eventually dig a well and discover a spring of water. But the herdsmen of Gerar claim this well as their own, but Isaac does not fight over it. Instead, he names the well Esek, which means contention, signifying the disputes that arose over it. Isaac moves on from there and digs another well, which the people of Gerar also quarrel over. He names it Sitnah, meaning opposition. Verses 26-31. Isaac perseveres and digs yet another well, but this time around the people of Gerar do not dispute. He names it Rehoboth, meaning spaciousness, for he says, "Now the Lord has made room for us, and we shall be fruitful in the land." Verses 32-33. Finally, Isaac settles in Beersheba and builds an altar there, calling upon the name of the Lord. Abimelech, along with his advisor and commander, also make a covenant with Isaac, recognizing God's blessing upon him. Verse 34. The chapter concludes by mentioning Esau's marriage to two Hittite women, which leads to grief for Isaac and Rebekah. Throughout this chapter, we see Isaac's faithfulness and resilience in the face of adversity. Despite the challenges and opposition he faced, Isaac continued to trust in God's promises and seek his guidance. The story of Isaac teaches us the importance of staying faithful to God even in difficult times and relying on his provision.